Hey team, Stan the Hangman Hooker here. Just want to send a massive shout out to Sonny and Sam. Make sure you subscribe to the championship rounds. Get in there, subscribe.
Right, guys, we are back with UFC 275 this weekend. We've been deprived of pay-per-views. We haven't had one since Oliveira versus Gaethje, and we've had some stinky fight nights in between. But we're back this weekend. We've got two title fights and a people's main event as well. Plenty of action to get our teeth into this weekend. Anyway, how have you been, Sam?
Yeah, being all good. Sonny told me I need to step my game up. So hopefully we'll be coming with more consistent. I think we was away for 2 weeks, but hopefully now we're back on board and getting the weekly stuff done. We've got some good stuff coming soon as well. Hopefully some fighters on like we've been wanting to do for a long time.
It's been a long time.
So
I've been promising this for like a year. But yo, hit the subscribe button because it's coming. Within the next week, you'll have a video drop. And trust me, you don't want to miss it. Anyway,
okay.
Let's focus on the UFC. We're going to start off with the people's main event, which is Weili Zhang versus Joanna Jędrzejczyk 2. The first fight was an absolute classic, a definite Hall of Fame fight. And we're lucky enough to get it for the second time. It's a 3-rounder this time, but this is basically going to be a number one contenders match for that division now that Rose has been dethroned. How do you see it going, Sam?
I was literally watching, not All Access. Is it All Access?
Countdown.
Countdown, that's it. I'm talking about All Access, yeah, Countdown. And there's two sides.
What site have you been on?
Yeah, that was before I watched Countdown. I was on All Access. But now I feel like Joanna's come away from the sport for a while. Built up businesses, but she was still training every day. But I feel like it's always a bad sign when Tyron Woodley starts rapping. When he started rapping,
that's a bad sign.
Yes, his career went down. Joanna's done so much, set up her own charity and done racing and companies. And so I felt like Weili's just been training like an animal. That's all she does. And I'm seeing this trend when these fighters all they do is train, aka Khabib, Jiri, which we're gonna get onto later. Hamza, yeah, the division, the gap becomes bigger and bigger over time. So I feel like Weili might take this one. I think the commitment's going to show in this one, and the only way that I think from Rose showed to beat Weili was to use a bit of wrestling to really put that dominant decision on it. We know Joanna's not going to do that. She's going to fight Muay Thai, so I think it's Weili for this one decision. I think it'll be a decision.
That's interesting. So I'm with you on who wins the fight. I also believe that Weili wins it by decision. I think it'll be by decision because it's only a 3-round fight. If it was a 5-round fight, then there could be a submission finish in there. I think Weili has massively improved the game now because she's obviously been at fight ready with Henry Cejudo in Arizona, preparing for that last Rose fight. And we saw a massive improvement in that second Rose fight because she pushed Rose with the wrestling. And it was only in the final 2 rounds where Rose managed to flip it around. So I think Weili will actually look to mix up her attacks within this fight. And I think that's only going to leave Joanna even more susceptible to getting hit in the fight.
Yeah.
Both of them were exchanging and getting hit a lot in the first fight. But I think that's really where she can kind of turn the tables a little bit going forward in this. With Joanna, it's kind of reminding me of like Conor when he come back as well, because she's become a star. She's obviously being paid really well, as Dana's obviously come out and said as well. And I think when you're not fighting, you might be training, but you're not fighting. And like you said, the gap becomes bigger. Everyone else develops. The whole game moves forward, and you kind of get left behind. It's like even when Conor comes back, he does a little camp and then comes back to fight. It's not enough, man. I feel like you need to be training regularly with other hungry competitors that are looking to obviously compete at the highest level. I just don't think it's going to be enough for Joanna. I know what Joanna's mindset is obviously coming into this, thinking, I've beat Carla before in 2015.
Yeah, she'll beat Carla again.
If I can get through Weili, that is my chance to get that title
100%, yeah.
But I don't think she gets past Weili. I think Weili I think Weili is going to show some dominance on the ground in this fight, and I think Joanna's going to actually really struggle to get back up. I don't think she's going to find it as easy as Rose to actually get back up to the feet. But if she can manage to stuff some takedowns, then you never know, because Joanna's great with her attacks.
Yeah, Weili's the stronger person as well, physically the more stronger person. So obviously in the grapple exchange, she's got that advantage. But you never know. Joanna's dangerous, man. Like a head kick or something could finish it off. It's a fight that everyone's going to tune into because the first one was crazy. One of the best women's fights ever. Undisputed, 100%. So everyone's going to be tuning into it, to this. And I bet it's increased the pay-per-view numbers a lot as well, having this on the card.
100%, 100%. I kind of think this fight is almost saving this card because
100%.
two main events, I've been looking on social media, they're not picking up as much traction as you normally get for like a big UFC pay-per-view. So I think this is the fight that people are looking forward to. It is the people's main event, and we'll definitely be tuning in for this one. Moving on to another female fight that we have on the card, this time for a title. We've got Valentina Shevchenko versus Talia Santos. At this point, man, it's hard, very, very hard to bet against Valentina Shevchenko. She's coming into a 7th title defense in that division, and she's incredible. She's got it all. She can take you down. She can beat you up standing there. It's going to be a very, very tough task for this. Is it Taylor? It's Taylor Santos, isn't it? I called her Talia Santos. Taylor Santos.
Taylor Santos, yeah.
As much as I researched of her, I think she's on a bit of a win streak at the moment. She's got a win over Molly McCann, and she finished someone, man. Who did she finish recently? She finished Joanne Wood.
Yeah.
So she finished her with a choke.
Who's ranked number 10 at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be very, very, very hard to obviously pick against Shevchenko. Santos has come out this week and said that she's going to take her down and use her jiu-jitsu, but we've seen Valentina is obviously very capable on the ground, and she'll probably end up getting choked down if she tries to take her down.
The thing is, look, Shevchenko trains at Tiger Muay Thai. Yeah, the best fighters go there and train. It's just getting jiu-jitsu rounds with the best jiu-jitsu practitioners there anyway. It's not like she doesn't train that. It's just not going to work. It's a best chance though. It's a best chance. Don't get me wrong, but I don't. I think she probably might get out grappled as well. Yeah, I don't think anyone can bet against her in that division at the moment. I want to see her go up now. I reckon she'll take out Carla if she went up and they did champion versus champion. Now she'll take
Carla's
out.
below.
Oh, is she?
Carla's below, man.
Oh shit! Delete that then. Delete that then.
Carla's below. If she wants to jump up, though, I was going to come on to this. So we're both going to assume Shevchenko is going to win this. If she jumps up, the division above is Pena and Nunes.
Oh yeah. She'll beat Pena.
Yeah. So she's going to be keeping an eye on that fight. Because if Pena comes through that, she's going to look to go up and smash Pena.
Yeah.
Nunes is obviously very difficult. Like, it's a hard fight for Nunes. Is like bigger, and she's
before.
Yeah, I know that they fought before. She's bigger and she's very skilled. Whereas with Pena, Shevchenko's definitely got the better skill set than her, so that can make up for like maybe the weight difference there. Because Valentina's not the biggest as well. She doesn't really cut much to actually fight at 125. So I think she'll definitely have an interest in that fight. And if Pena somehow manages to get through and beat Nunes again, we're definitely going to see Shevchenko try and become a double champ, I think.
Yeah. But to be honest, I think Nunes is gonna.
Yeah, I think she's gonna beat the brakes off fucking Pena this time. I mean, she's got a point to prove. She's got a chip on her shoulder. I think she felt disrespected as well after the last one, like people talking shit. So
yeah.
We'll see with that.
We'll to leave that one to another time. But yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to go on to the main event. So we've got Jiri Prochazka versus Glover Teixeira.
Yes.
This is a strange fight because we've got one hungry, young, explosive athlete versus a very experienced athlete who's probably coming towards the end of his career, but has managed to have like a glow up at the age of 42, which is absolutely mental. Yeah. He fought against John Jones for the title 8 years ago, and he finally managed to capture against Jan Blachowicz. So, how do you reckon this one goes, man? Because
everyone's such a big fan.
everyone's written Paul Glover off before, man. So
Nah, I'm a fan of Glover. Don't get me wrong. What he did was inspirational. But this geezer, I've been looking at him. He's like something out of Mortal Kombat. He's like legit. He's like something out of Tekken, bro. He's like man's in the forest, in the woods, just training. He's just living in a little cottage. He said he's got a little cottage out there, and
yo,
he's
do
just
you know
dedicated.
where he's from?
Nah, I don't know where
He's
from.
from Czech Republic, man. You know where?
Yeah.
We were
I thought it was
there,
a trick
man.
question.
Should have got an interview, man.
I thought it was a trick question, but no, yeah, I know he's from Czech, and he's repping it hard. And like I'm saying, his commitments, all he's been doing is training, and he's to take out Dominic Reyes is big. That is a big statement. He's like top 5. Like gave John Jones a hard fight. So I feel like I don't know. I just feel like everyone's been saying he's been training his wrestling. As we all know, like you can't get wrestling overnight. It's such a long process, and that's the thing. It makes it such an interesting fight. But I think if he can keep it on the feet, he's gonna put Glover out, and I want him to win. I think he's so interesting as a person, like a modern day warrior or a samurai. People are calling him with his hairstyle. So I'm a fan, man. I'm a massive fan. But
Mate,
I think he'll get it done. I actually think he's gonna.
How do you reckon he finishes him? Knockout,
I reckon it'd be like
early?
knockout, like a 1-2 down the middle, round 3.
Round 3.
Yeah.
Right, I'll throw some curveballs in there then.
Yeah, go on.
So, obviously, he's come off that spinning elbow finish against Dominic Reyes.
Yeah.
His last loss was back in 2015, so he hasn't suffered a loss in a long time.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think Glover's going to be looking to try and get the fight to the floor.
100%.
Because when Glover gets you down, he's very hard to get off.
Yeah.
We saw that Dominic Reyes was able to take Jiri down, but he wasn't able to hold him there.
Yeah.
But if you watch the exchange or watch Dan Hardy's breakdown show, there's a couple of sequences on the floor where there's submission attempts that are available, but Dominic Reyes doesn't see them.
Okay.
That makes me think, with someone like Glover's experience on the ground, would he be able to spot those submission attempts? Because there was a head and arm triangle there at one point, and then also when he was scrambling back up to his feet, he also gave his back for a second. I feel like in that situation, Glover's not a guy that you're going to get off your back. If he sees that opening, he's had, I think in his last 4 fights, he's had 3 rear naked chokes as well. So we know that he's good at taking the back. He's also got dangerous left hook, like we saw against Jan. Yeah. So if he starts mixing in the takedowns, that leaves Jiri more susceptible to be getting hit.
Got a chin, bro. Jiri's got a hell of a...
He has got a chin, but fucking Glover can hit, man. Like like Jan can obviously take a hit as well. Like he's fought some fucking big guys, man. So
maybe,
I don't know.
Maybe. You know what? All them points are valid. To be fair, all them points are valid. And to be fair with me, I always back a wrestler over a striker. This is wrestler versus striker. 9 times, no, not 9 times, but I don't know, 7 times out of 10, the wrestler's gonna win. But I don't know. I just feel like he's young and he looks powerful, looks strong. I don't know. I think like he might. I don't know. I just feel like he's got it. I got a gut instinct that Jiri's gonna do it.
I'm gonna go with a Glover submission in the 2nd or 3rd round. That's gonna be my prediction. Jiri's never apparently been to the 4th and 5th round, which is fucking mental because he's had like 30 fights.
But he's had 28. Well, I think he's had 28 fights and 25 knockouts. So maybe that's why.
Yeah. He normally finishes people quick. But if Glover can somehow hang in there, then it'd be interesting to see what he's like in the 4th and 5th. But he doesn't look like he has any flaws with his conditioning. Like his conditioning looked good the whole time against Reyes. So
he's hitting trees for like 3 hours at a time. So I'm sure he's good. But the thing is like, I feel like as a champion, I want to watch him fight every time. If someone finishes 25 KOs out of 28 wins, I want to see this guy fight all the time. I know he's going to come and bring it. So for the division, he's going to do big things if he gets to be champion.
In my head, my dream story would be this guy gets to go to the Brazil card at the end of the year and defend his belt
against
Alexander Gustafsson after he wins in London, and then Gustafsson takes the belt off him in Brazil. That'd be amazing, man.
Why would that be amazing? That's sad to make him lose in front of his home crowd.
Nah, because he obviously gets to fight in Brazil and then he retires.
Yeah, lose. Man. That's shit.
Yeah, but I want Gustafsson to win the belt as well, man. He's one guy that I feel like that guy deserves to win the belt.
Bro, imagine Gustafsson versus Jiri. It'd be a fucking war,
It'd
mate.
be fucking
It'd be a
mental.
war, mate. Yeah. But yeah, let's see, man. I think, to be fair, we have been missing a good UFC card, so it's gonna be a solid one. And like you said, I think the Joanna versus Weili has just improved that card so much.
There's some good cards coming up, man. We've got obviously London next month as well. We've got International Fight Week before that. I think there's 2 pay-per-views next month, man.
Who's on the fight week? International Fight Week? Is he and Jared Cannonier?
Yeah,
with Volkanovski and Holloway on that card.
I think there's Strickland versus Pereira as well, maybe
on that card. Yeah. So fight week is that what is it? First week of July, isn't it?
Yeah. I think it's like the 2nd of July.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So Strickland, Misha Tate's on there. Sean
Max Holloway, Volkanovski 3.
Yeah.
That's a banger of a card, that isn't it?
Yeah. And Lawler's on there. Sean O'Malley's on there versus
Big Lawler.
Yeah. Good
Jim Miller, Bobby Green, legend.
Yeah.
Mate, interesting times.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to be more active on the channel coming over this next couple of months. Like, obviously, we've been busy like glassing and stuff. Like, so we're back into the routine now. So yeah, we're on it now, guys. If you've enjoyed that video, hit a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications for the video next week, and show it some love when it does get uploaded. And follow us on Instagram as well at championship_rounds_official, where we hardly post, but we will start posting soon. But yeah, that's it from us, guys. Enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy the fight card, and we'll catch you next time.
Peace.